What's going on, everybody? So before we start the show, Boo Boo's not in the building. There was a major tragedy that happened to him and his family that I'm not entitled or want to speak about. All I want to say is to Boo Boo, we're here for you, my brother. Behalf of myself, my wife, the American Cholo team, anything you need from us, my man, we're here from you. Condolences to you and your family, carnal. God bless. You're in our prayers, and we'll hopefully see you next week, brother. And with that, we'll start the show. Fade to black, Chris. This is. All right, everybody, you know what it is. It's the one and the only, the American Cholo podcast, broadcasting live and direct to you from North Hollywood, California. My name is Gail, and I am the American Cholo. And today we got Mr. Notorious in the building.
What's cracking lacking with the booty smacking? It's your favorite photographer, Notorious One. And once again, I'm back, baby. So let's, everybody get ready for another classic. Get your beer ready. Get your micheladas ready. Get your coffee ready.
Smoke them if you got them.
It's about to roll it up if you got it. It's about to be on.
All right, man. So let's do this. I think I need my glasses.
Oh, man.
Either that or, these colored contacts that I wear home. But yeah. All right, let's get this in, man. Our next guest is straight out of the 559.
Yes, sir. Yes,
there
sir.
you go. Visalia, to be exact. He is one of the hottest artists you may have never heard of, but tonight he is in the building to showcase his talent. Please give a warm welcome to the homie from Visalia, Mr. VRSA. What's up, brother?
Hey, I appreciate you guys,
What
man.
up, bro?
Thank you for coming, having me come through.
Sure, brother, for sure. Don't even trip. We got you, player. We got you, man.
Thank you, guys.
So what's up? How you doing? How's your drive over here, carnal?
It was long, man. It was long. I was running behind a little bit. I had to tell the homie, lag, hey, you're going to have to drive because I might not make it on time, and I didn't want to show up, make that first impression like that,
No, you made it just on time, carnal. Yeah. So let's get right into this. Where were you born and raised at?
I was born in Mexico, in Colima.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of Tecomán, Colima. I was brought as a baby straight to Visalia. I grew up all my life right there, went to the Army for a few years, came back, and that's where I've been since.
Wait. So you hopped a lot, man. You hopped a lot. Homie, slow it down, baby. Slow it down. So at what age did you come from Mexico?
Well, I was a baby. I was probably a couple months old.
You were fresh.
Yeah, just fresh out the womb.
Okay, so I think this is the first time we've had some. I'm trying to migrate up north more and more, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is the first time I think I had somebody from Visalia come in here. So talk to us about growing up in Visalia, your childhood, the whole thing.
Okay, where I grew up on the northwest side of town, which is right off of Central. It was by the school called Green Acres. It was in the last little section before at that time, because it's been a lot of growth since. At that time, it was starting to, right before it starts to creep over into the nicer neighborhoods and shit. But yeah, man, overall it was a cool childhood. Didn't really, it was cool. We always had everything that we needed. I had, both parents. My dad whooped my ass hella times. He was a strict guy. My mom was on the softer side, but sometimes
that's a good balance.
Yeah,
right there.
sometimes she would get the bite out real quick too, and try to catch me.
You got any siblings?
Yeah, I got four brothers.
Damn. Oh, so you guys were a ruckus then? Five boys, huh?
Yeah. I'm the oldest one. Then came the youngest one's probably like 17. So there was a little bit of a gap in between. The last two.
All right.
What
kind of big brother were you?
I want to say I was a cool brother. You know what I'm saying? I've always been kind of the lenient ones. I've always, kind of let them. I'm the one who got them drunk when they were like 11, 12 years old. I was that one.
That's dope. That's cool.
Yeah.
Were you ever a bully or no?
Nah. I've always been cool. I've always been respectful. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't coming at me all crazy, then it's chill. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
It's
bro.
cool.
So how was let's see where VRSA was in junior high, man. Were you like the cool kid? Were you the geek kid? Talk to us,
man.
Keep it real.
Well, see, where I went to elementary school is crazy too. I don't know how these whole districts things go, but I went to a school called Willow Glen, and right there, like, I was literally exposed to no type of like gangs or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It was just I was right there in the hood, but I don't know, somehow ended up going to a school with a lot of like white kids. It was very mixed, you know what I'm saying? So from there I went to middle school, and that's when I really started getting exposed to like, the whole, the different crowds that you get exposed to. And I always kind of stayed away, but going back to the question that you're asking, I was I would say I was kind of like the square kid. You know what I'm saying? The square kid starting to get exposed to different environments.
Right. Were you going to school like getting good grades, or were you out there ditching, acting a fool?
No, I was. I mean, I was cool. Like I said, I've always been a pretty chill person. I was never really trying to get into a bunch of trouble or nothing like that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah. So when I pulled up, I was that kid with the comb over hair. You know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing everybody else like sag, especially in the early 2000s. You know, I mean, I'm sure before that too, but. I'm seeing everybody else sagging, so I'm starting to sag, but I'm making sure my dad doesn't see, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like, you know, he get on me real quick about that.
Huevo, levanta tu pantalón. I was going to tell this fool when he walked in. Homeboy, this is a sack-free zone, but I don't want to front him off.
Man, come on, leg. Pick them up, bro. Pick them up.
Pick them up over here, carnal. So how was high school for you, brother?
High school, you know, same things. That high school is really when I started to, you know, start hanging out with some of the you know, the bad crowds or whatever.
Knuckleheads.
Yeah, the knuckleheads. A little bit, not too much. It wasn't until afterwards, but high school was pretty chill for the most part. You know, I tried to play little sports. I was always a short guy, so.
Baseball or what?
Nah, I tried to play a little bit of basketball, football, but you know, there's only so much a 5'6", 5'7" Mexican can do, weighing 140 pounds.
So what are you bumping? Let's say in high school, it's a Friday night. You and your boys are kicking it. What are you guys bumping on?
Man, in high school. In high school at that time, that's like I said, that's when I started getting, started hanging out with some different crowds, and that's I would bump, you know, some Northerner music, some
go ahead. No.
Some Northerner music, a lot of the old school hip hop. That's like the first time I ever heard of.
When you say Northerner music, what are you talking about?
Like Woody, you know what I'm saying? Woody, Big Tone, stuff like that.
Okay, shout out to Big Tone. Oh, boy.
Yeah, but it was a lot of, you know, the black culture too. It was you know, Spice One, Sally Cell, Mac Dre, stuff like that. You know.
Okay.
So it was definitely the exposure because you lived up north.
Yeah,
so you got a lot of those guys.
Yeah. Honestly, I never even heard of a Mexican rapper till probably like 8th, 9th grade, and it was only because of the local. It was in Fresno. It was a local station. I forgot what they called it, but they actually did a lot of the boys down south. They would feature a lot of them. And the first one that I was like, okay, this motherfucker can spit. Was I believe it was Mr. Shadow.
All right,
Mr. Shadow.
San Diego.
Yeah, I was like, man, this motherfucker was getting it. It was that song, Make It Bounce, Roll, something like that. You know what I'm saying? It was that song. It was dope though.
So how did you start, you know, dabbling in the rap music?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. I'm gonna share something that I don't share too often.
Let's do it.
The first time I ever wrote anything was just off some simp shit, man. There was this girl that I liked, you know. I just kind of wrote a little rap to her at the time, you know. At the time,
Cool J type shit, huh?
Well, at the time, fucking, what was it?
You wearing your
what was that
feelings or
group?
what?
What was that group called?
Out of the way.
Yeah, nah. It was damn MC Magic and them.
Yeah, MC Magic,
MV Riders.
MV Riders. Shout out to MV Riders. That's right.
I tried to do something like that. Yeah. But to be honest, I never even showed her. I never had the courage to. You know what I'm saying? I never had the courage to.
Really?
Never showed it to her. But that's how I kind of got started.
Give us some lyrics.
I know.
Come
on. I know you.
I don't have that shit. I don't have that shit.
Baby, I love you. I'm in the backseat. Like,
I love you, mommy. With all due respect.
Fucking fool, Glendale Gary, homeboy. Okay, so your first thing was actually because you were, you know, you had puppy love and you're in love with this chick, and you never could give it to her, huh?
I never showed her.
She never.
From there, I kind of, you know, left it alone for a little while. Then I had a boy who had gotten locked up in county. He came out after about a year, and he's like, "Oh, I've been rapping." So I was like, "Hey, well, I kind of messed with it too, you know." And he's like, "Well, let me see what you got." And I showed him something, and he was like, "Man, we got to do something." I never really took it serious at the time. I just didn't feel like I was good at it. You know what I'm saying? So it took me a couple years to actually come around to the idea of like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. But yeah.
So what were you doing? You were doing like in the room by yourself or something, or?
Well, at that point,
or just in the car.
Shout out to the homie Pete. He's the one who actually, I don't know why, but he invested into buying like $200 worth of recording equipment. We started, you know, making a couple songs here and there. He still got those originals. He won't let them go. He's like, nah, when you blow up, I'm holding on to these motherfuckers right here. It was an investment. It was an investment. Yeah.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. So when was the first time that you actually, like, you know, I guess came out the closet with your boys and said, "Hey, man, you know what, I'm rapping"?
Well, at the same time, like 19, 20 years old, you know, because of him, really. But, you know, I didn't even I'm sure everybody says it, but my delivery was trash at the time. You know what I'm saying? I get fucking goosebumps even thinking about it. Like, man, that shit sucked. But
But you were starting out. That's just how
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, it's how it is. But I've always been hard on myself. You know, I've always been a big critic of myself. So, yeah,
So what was the problem with your delivery at that time, you think?
I think I was trying too hard to sound tough. I think that's what it
okay.
was.
Okay.
I was trying too hard to sound tough. Yeah.
I'm gonna get this shit in.
Yeah, I don't know. It just sounded stupid, man. I was even trying to do like a deeper voice, like, man, fuck that shit.
Well,
you
everybody
know?
changes their voice. I don't know if most
Yeah.
people know that. Like with Cypress Hill, that's not his real voice.
Yeah, be
Oh yeah,
real.
yeah.
Yeah, B-Real actually
Yeah.
went to a coach to teach him how to sing like that, and he didn't like it at all. But
Oh, no?
it worked out perfect for him.
Dang, that's
So-
crazy.
So, people
It
change
worked.
change
It
their
worked.
voices.
Yeah.
But so how did you work on your delivery? How does somebody who's in the rap game, let's say somebody who's a couple years behind where you're at right now, and they're having the same issue, how do they work on their delivery?
I think it's just a matter of being honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause if you're not honest with yourself, then when you hear music, you more or less know what good music is. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So even if it's yourself, whether you're good or not, like you should be honest about it and be like, you know what, I could work on this, I could work on that, but also not allow other people to tell you that you're dope and make you actually think that you are when you're not. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many yes men out there. Like they're too scared to tell you the truth. Like, hey, you know what? This is what you should work on. I try to do that with everybody because I'm trying to provide, especially in that area where nobody's ever made it out. You know, there's not really a scene like that. I'm trying to provide for people what was never provided for me, which was, you know, complete honesty.
Yeah, but complete honesty sometimes will get you into, like, not you yourself, but people almost into a fight where somebody was saying something like, damn, this is...
It's, you know,
He said, "No highway."
Yeah, no, I've ran into that a few times. You know, they start making excuses about, oh, well, my throat is sore right now, or yeah, it's just because of this or that. Like, nah, man, I'm not trying to hear that. Just take my advice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not big like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing something right.
Right.
You
You know,
know,
I get people sending me music all the time. And I mean all the time. And I'm like, I don't want to hurt their feelings. I just like,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
If I don't answer you, it's probably because I don't really, I ain't messing with it. But
Yeah.
sometimes you got to be kind of brutally honest, because if not, somebody's gonna spend years.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, because I mean, I have a couple my homies back home that I've tried to guide a little bit, and they've made, you know,
Do they suck?
progress in leaps and
Do they-
bounds.
do they suck?
Right now,
One or
I
two?
mean,
One or two
you know,
of them
some of them need to they got some work they need to do.
Expose
You know
them,
what I'm
fool. Just say
saying?
who they
Nah,
are.
I ain't gonna do that to them.
Let's start some beef right now.
Yeah,
can
no,
I?
it's
Hey,
just,
but
you know,
is
just
there
between me and them.
Is there anybody from the city right now that's on the come up that
Man.
that you're looking at?
Me. That's what you're supposed
I
to
mean,
say.
there's a couple boys out there, but as far as like, I'm gonna show love to my boy Worms, because he stays on it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He stays on it, and he's been doing his thing regarding that. And my homie Lace, he's the one that basically got me started. The one that I was
The one
telling
that
you
laced
about.
you up.
Yeah.
Dope. That's what's up, my boy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, it's a tough business to be in because of
Yeah.
how much people critique you, how much people
Yeah.
talk shit. So how do you deal with that stuff?
I mean, you know, I ain't gonna lie. You know, sometimes the comments. I remember one time some motherfucker said some shit like he raps like a fucking second grade. His rhymes are like a second grader. I was like, what? I went back and listened to that song. I was like, man, fuck this fool. You don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I had dope ass artists tell me I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
most of the people talking shit are the ones where you go and they have 0 followers and a private
yeah,
account
no,
or
yeah. I try not to let it get to me. You know, it's part of the game. I just, you know, as long as 95% of everybody likes my shit, that's cool.
Hey, but what about the transition from rapping becoming a hobby to now, you know, it's time to take it serious? Let me try to get some money off it. Or
Well, the point where I decided that I was gonna go all in was probably about 7 years ago when I started with the rap group. I still just didn't know what I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life yet. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I've had people tell me that I'm good at this. I know I'm not yet, but I could work on it. And if I'm gonna do this, it's not gonna. You know, everybody says you should do it for love, but love don't pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? So
damn Skippy.
if I like doing this, I love doing this, but at the same time, I needed to pay the bills, so I'm gonna take it serious and I'm gonna treat it the best I can as in the form of a business.
Now, is there a cutoff point for you that you will say, you know what, man, I'm gonna get to this point, and if I don't really blow up, I'm gonna.
No, it's crazy too. I said that about 3 years ago. I'm still going, but you know, it's because I have these points. Yeah, I have these points where, you know, it's like things are going really well, and I know, for me in my mind, I got what it takes. You know what I'm saying? I'm always striving to get better, so I know I can get there. I just need to keep pushing forward.
Oh, absolutely. No, you've definitely got some talent, homeboy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And a lot of times it's just about promotion and trying to get out there, get that exposure, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So how are you trying to go out there? Aside from like doing podcasts and stuff like that, how do you guys get exposure, or do you?
Well, I guess a good way would be like features. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like the Yellow Hill feature that
That was
I
a dope
had.
song right there.
Yeah, thank you. That one definitely exposed me to a lot of his crowd. You know, a lot of people fucked with it from Northern California to Southern California. I got a lot of love for that one. You know, so yeah, that one was cool. But I so far from, I mean, I'm not a professional. You know, I'm coming from a place where you don't got that scene. So, um, the best way that I've seen is through a good feature.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
King Little G just came out with an interview,
Yeah.
and one thing that stood out to me, he said that every rapper should invest in the PR. What's your
Okay.
opinion on that?
Man, I don't really know too much about it, but I mean, he's doing something right, so it's definitely something I should probably look into.
Yeah, but I think for him it may be easy to say that right now because he's on. I'm sure when he was on the come up, he didn't have a PR because PRs cost a lot of money.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I
Right?
think it varies from like 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's tough when you're trying to, for me, I've always tried to do everything the right way. You don't hear me talk about no crazy shit because I'm not out here pushing packs. I ain't out here hitting licks or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna speak on something that I know absolutely nothing about.
Right.
So I've been trying to do it just working. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough when it comes to that as far as affording something like that. So it's probably, given that it does cost a lot, it might not be a route that I would be willing to take right now.
But when you say that, every rapper talks about stuff they're not
that's
doing.
true. Yeah, that's
Homie,
true. But I just,
Rick Ross, look at that guy.
But for me,
The
you know, I
boss,
try,
come on, he's a straight CEO, carnal.
that's very true. But I try to keep it as authentic as possible. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to look myself in the mirror at night and be like, you know what, I'm making this money because I'm telling,
But you could be a storyteller. I think that's what.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, no,
when it
for
comes
sure.
down to it, rapper
For
like
sure.
Kendrick Lamar, it's storytelling.
Yeah,
stuff.
I try to be the best storyteller that I can be, and a lot of times, I try to speak from like a narrator's type of view.
What do you think about? Because a lot of times in our community, if you're not a gang member and you're doing any kind of rap, even the stuff you do, oh, that fool's not really about it.
Yeah, no, I've heard that. I've heard that. Yeah.
So what's your take on that?
I mean, unless you really know the person, you don't know really know what he's been through. But I mean, man, there's cowards everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's motherfuckers that can't say nothing to nobody unless they got 5 people with them. So I've seen that, and coming from gang members or not.
Well, I always tell them, well, that's the case. Fucking Ice Cube ain't no gangster. Dr. Dre was no gangster.
Dr. Dre, yeah.
True.
But I
Yeah.
don't see you talking shit about them.
Yeah, even I mean, much love to Tupac, but Tupac, was in
Oh,
ballet class.
Here we go again, homeboy. You know what?
And don't get me wrong, I got nothing but respect for Tupac. You know what I'm saying? But
Real quick question: Biggie, Tupac, who you rocking with, and why?
Who was
far-
really
as
better?
far as-
Who was really better? Just
as far as who I fucked with, it was Tupac all day.
yeah. But I
Lyrically,
I still
He,
Lyrically,
who was
yeah.
a better rapper? Who was-
Lyrically, Biggie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biggie.
Yeah,
But
these
but
fools
who
let me-
who emotionally connected with was Tupac.
Yeah, because
for
he's like,
sure.
here, these fools left me hanging yesterday. We were talking about it, and I picked Big, and these guys were like, well, no. And then when the cameras went off, they're like, hey, Gil, yeah, I said, these fucking vatos.
I was just trying to observe and take my notes, man. That's all I was trying to do.
They didn't want the smoke, fool.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, so let's get back to you, man. So now you're in your early 20s. That's when you're coming out. So how do you start progressing and getting more out there? Because you were at that Urbicon thing. You're gonna go with Homeboy and do his concert over there. So how did you go from just you and your homie in the pad garage wherever you're at to actually when you start venturing out to other places?
From that point, I was, like I said, I was 20 more or less around that time frame, and after that is when I went to the Army for a few years.
Oh, let's
So
talk about the Army, homeboy. Yeah, I saw that's right. You were in the
Yeah,
Army.
yeah.
What made you want to join the Army?
Well, I mean, it kind of had to do with why I chose to start making music, because I figured out, you know what, I still don't know what to do. I'm 20 years old. I'm gonna buy myself some time.
Okay.
And not only that, but it looks good on paper. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, oh, he's in the Army. He was infantry. Okay, yeah, he's got his shit together. It's probably not true, but yeah.
So talk to us. You signed up to the Army. Give us, a little of the history of, how boot camp was and all that.
I mean, the boot camp, and I guess it's the same everywhere. It's starting to, like, just the Army, the military in general, is really starting to become a lot softer.
They
I
can't
used
beat
to
you
hear,
like
yeah,
before.
and everybody's always gonna be like, oh, back in my day type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we used to do this, and we would
Right.
get fucked up by the drill sergeant. So at that point, it was at a point where, as far as I knew, the drill sergeants couldn't lay hands on you. It was you just being willing to put up with the
Yeah,
disrespect sometimes.
before they
You know what I'm
could,
saying?
man.
Yeah, before they could fuck you up, like they could team up on you type of thing. And now it's at a point where it's like
You can't do that.
sorry, yes, yeah, you can't do that to me. I'm gonna go fucking report you and for making me do 5 push-ups type of thing. You know, it's like it's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
before HR was a fucking boot to the back of your head. Here's your HR. Here's
yeah, like you fucking stupid as fuck. Yeah.
Hey, but can you give us an example of just the shit that they'll say, they'll scream, or how would they like? I guess fuck with you mentally.
Yeah, I mean they would talk a lot of shit, try to put you down, but it was really just something that put you kind of weed out the weak type of thing.
Give us your best sergeant impression, homeboy.
Let's go.
Man.
Come on, player. Give us your best sergeant impression. Come on, homeboy.
Only you could do it, dog.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, shit.
Hurry up, you fucking maggot! Get in there and give me 20 push-ups. Come on,
Yeah, shit.
Tarzan.
I think you could do a better fucking impression than I can. Shit, for real. I was just
shit.
I could just kind of do like
Come on.
let me see what's it. Tank hit type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the best I can do right there.
How about do they do those actual? Is it cadence that they do?
Yeah, yeah.
You remember any of those?
Yeah. Oh man, I there was this one because I
Left,
I got a little bit of
left,
vocals. Yeah.
Left, right, left.
Yeah. What was it? You won't believe what I've seen in the army. You won't believe what I've seen. I'm speeding it up. You know what I'm saying? But it was the march.
Okay.
You won't believe what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Left,
Yeah.
right, left. My
Yeah.
balls are swinging from left to right.
And it,
Come on, player. Those are the ones I'm
yeah,
talking
no,
about.
yeah.
See, those were the cadences we're around.
Yeah, no, that's a whole different.
So how
genre.
many years were you in the army?
For 3 years, 4 months. 4
Okay,
months
so
for the
where were
basic
you?
training.
Were you stationed at? And did you move around a little bit?
No, I was for the most part stationed in Washington, and then from there I went to Afghanistan for 9 months, and then came back, kind of finished it out right there, and just
How was Afghanistan?
thing.
The first day you actually flew in there, was it like heat? What'd you feel?
yeah, it was hot, and then you got everybody's frustrated. It was like a 15-hour flight over there.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you got all your gear. You can't better not fucking lose anything. Shit,
There
you
ain't
got-
no Walmart over there,
no,
homeboy.
you got 4 bags, and you got to have accountability for everything.
How were your
know?
parents when they found out you're getting off to Afghanistan?
I mean, they didn't like the idea, but I don't know. I block all that stuff out,
What was your weekly duties out there in Afghanistan?
Well, since I was infantry, we do a lot of patrolling, a lot of just patrolling, being stationed where we were at, just kind of making sure nobody's trying to creep up on us type of thing, But yeah, it was overall it was a decent experience. We were, apparently in the worst part of Afghanistan, which was the Helmand province. But it was I would say probably towards the end of it, towards like really starting to
What
die
years?
down. 2011 to 2012 to 2013. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but it was dying down. We just barely left, like 2 years ago or something?
Yeah, nah, but I mean, ever since then, I would say it's for the most part just kind of like peacekeeping type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But not to say that there wasn't anything that was going
There
on.
was more
but
outskirts.
it's kind of like it's kind of like a city. You know what I'm saying? Like you got some bad areas, you got some better areas. Regardless, Compton's got bad areas, it's got good areas.
For
Oakland
sure.
does.
Is there any
Everything.
memories from Afghanistan that you have in mind that just I guess stuck with you?
Well, one thing
Good or
that
bad?
when we did get there, it's like within the first week, one of our guys got basically, he got taken out because he stepped on an IED type of thing,
Okay.
So it was like, okay, we're here, Like,
The reality kicked in.
yeah. But where my platoon was at, for the most part, it was, it was cool, but there was, some scares, but you just gotta stay on toes type of thing, because I mean, I don't know for sure, but I heard the people that replaced us got fucked up, which makes sense because they were a lot of their higher ups had never deployed. They were from Texas. You got sergeants, staff sergeants, sergeant first classes that had never deployed. It's like, damn, you got the blind leading the blind type of thing. At least with us, we got dudes that had been around since the very
Okay.
beginning. Like these guys seen some shit, so they knew how to keep us on point. So it's like if you're the enemy and you have nothing but time but to observe, because we can't tell who you really are. You know what I'm saying? Because
That's
they
the
don't
scary
have
part.
they don't have uniforms or nothing like that. They're just blending in with everybody else. They're just watching you. you know, so they can tell who's on point and who's not.
Would you say your overall experience in the Army was a good experience? And if you go back, would you have?
I wouldn't do it again. No.
No, and I know obviously you would have still stayed in there, but overall the experience.
Yeah, no, it was a good experience for sure. Like it definitely, like I said, it was overall a decent time. But that's just comparing it to other people. Like it was still a shitty time. You know what I'm saying? Like you're still paranoid. You're still getting, you know, intercepting call or you know messages between each other where they're supposedly gonna come at us. We got 30 people and they got 200 supposedly. You know, so it's like okay, I'm clean my shit extra nice tonight. You know, just in case.
But now, right now that you're done, is there any benefits that you get from?
Yeah, I mean, I got healthcare.
Okay.
I would like for them to have dental too, but they don't have that. But healthcare, you know, you're able to go to school. They'll pay for it for a good little while. They help you out with like getting a home, stuff like that.
He's a vet, homeboy.
Yeah.
This was a fucking straight veteran.
You know what's
That's
yeah.
right. Thank you,
He's
man.
a young
Thank you
veteran.
for your
Yeah,
service,
for
bro.
sure. Thank you for that service, homeboy.
No.
I push for people to go into the service, like especially young men that are out here in the streets, and people always like, not all of them, but a lot of people. No, Gil, that's just like the white man thing. Like, nah, homie. I'd rather have youth go join the service than go join a gang and kill one another.
Yeah.
You know, because at least with you're coming out, you got insurance, you got
Yeah.
benefits. You go to the hood, what you got? You got a prison number, and that's it.
Don't get me wrong though. You know, at this point, it's like I tell people I served as proudly as I could, but I don't know if I could say I'm proud to have served at this point, just because you know I feel like we're just pawns in the game. You know.
Oh, well, that's off the top.
Yeah, and
That's any game.
Yeah, but you know the way they paint it is like.
Well, they got
it's they're gonna paint it a certain way for people to really fuck with it, but at the end of the day, they're just moving the pieces and benefiting themselves.
It's either you're gonna join the pieces of that, or you're gonna join the pieces of the gang.
Yeah, no, for
It's
sure.
It's the same game, but on a
yeah,
higher
but
level.
it does benefit you more.
Yeah, because if they told you the truth, listen, guys, you guys are going to join the army. You might die. We don't really care. We'll have more behind you, but we will take care of you. Nah, nobody's going to want to join. You got to sit there and say, hey, you're going to
for sure.
You're going to die for your country. You're going to serve, and you got to go gun ho. And then you go a couple of years, you know, and you figure out, wait a minute, I'm just a pawn. Don't worry.
Yeah.
The pawn is better in America.
Yeah, that's
so.
facts.
You come out of the army. Have you figured out at this point in your life what to do? Now you're coming out.
Well, you know what? I've always, I don't know why it's always been like that, but I've always found myself doing like customer service type, not customer service, but like serving other people type of stuff. You know,
right.
I wanted to be a firefighter. I wanted to be a firefighter when I got out. I was going to school for that. I was taking this EMT class, and that's the last class that I needed before the academy was to happen and shit. And end up having, you know, a daughter in the process of doing that. And I'm going to the school 2 months in. I still haven't received any type of pay. So I called the VA and I'm like, hey, what's going on? This is a situation. I haven't got paid. They're like, okay, well, let's take care of it. This is like the third time I called them, and they're like, okay, you're gonna get an installment of like $30-some. I was like, wait, I've been going to school for two months. You know, I would figure. I mean, it was technically fell under the 6-unit minimum, but I was figuring they were gonna prorate it or something, you know. And come to find out, she's like, oh, well, you probably want to talk to your counselor, see what's going on with it. I go over there to school and I told her about the situation. She's like, nah, that don't sound right. So she went up, checked. 5 minutes later, she comes back. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was like, well, shit, I gotta go work now, you know. So I kind of left that behind. I ended up at a car dealership. Ended up deciding I wanted to be a barber. I was gonna go to barber school, and right before. Well, actually, it was basically at the shutdowns of COVID, so that kind of messed that up. And you know, here I am 2 years.
Yeah, the world stopped, man.
Yeah,
the world stopped. So
I've had, to answer your question, I've had times where I feel like I knew what I wanted to do aside from the music, you know, at least as a backup, but it never worked out.
Yeah, especially the COVID. So then during the COVID, were you like really, you know, practicing on your craft of music?
Yeah. I mean, so what I've been doing since, and it's given me the freedom and you know, good enough pay to be able to pursue what I'm pursuing is I'll go to, like, on the weekends, I'll go to like the Bay Area, do Uber over there, Lyft, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm showing people my music at the same time, you know, kind of getting feedback, and it's allowed me to, cause I'm always on the road. So, you know, I'm always making music.
How far is Visalia from let's say Frisco?
From Frisco, it's probably like 3. It's basically like exactly between here and there. So it's about 3.5 hours each way.
So Visalia, is that considered like Central Cali?
Yeah, Central Cali.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the swag out there in Visalia, and what's the biggest difference from Visalia and out here in LA, and what's the thing that's more common?
Well, out here, you guys really got a lifestyle as far as like your, being Chicano type of lifestyle. Over there, you do get a lot of influence, but it's starting to gravitate a little bit more towards the Bay Area now. But for a long time, like I would hear people like that would go up to the Bay Area and they're like, "What are you wearing?" You know what I'm saying? It's like you're on that old school shit right now. They get made fun of, but yeah, it's just kind of, I would say probably still a little bit of mix of both, but it's starting to gravitate towards the Bay Area style.
Towards more of the hip hop brother style, right?
Yeah,
Such a mixture.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. I mean, out here in LA, you still get a lot, especially like the new rappers there.
Yeah.
It's funny to me because back when I grew up, we would look at that and say, "Oh, these fools want to be black." I mean, straight up. That's just but that was on some gang shit, right?
Yeah.
And now the same like hoods that say act more Bay Area than they act Chicano out here.
Yeah,
so.
no, it really surprised me when I really started coming out here, because up until, I don't know, maybe 2020, I never really came out here like that, and just to hear people saying the N word and just the way they're dressed, I was like, what? I didn't know that was a thing down here now,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So how was your experience at Urbicon, carnal?
It was a good experience, man. And I ran into you, said what's up, but it was definitely something that was much appreciated, because it was on a bigger scale than anything I'd ever done. But yeah, it was nice having my boys Lag and the rest of the homies come through and do their thing with me.
How were the homies that were down here? How did they accept you when you came down to Urbicon?
Well, I mean, it's always been nothing but respect. I mean, you're always gonna have people that kind of don't like you, but it is what it is.
Look at you say Visalia. What the hell?
Oh, at that time, I didn't even have my Visalia. I'm from Visalia merch, so it wasn't something that I was rocking at the time. But
I need that green sweater, homeboy.
The green sweater.
The green sweater, Visalia, the one you did that freestyle on, homeboy. That's just bad.
You
homeboy.
liked it, yeah.
So
that.
where can American Cholo go and find your merch, homeboy?
I mean, you just gotta hit me up and I'll get it for you.
Hit the DM for that.
Yeah, hit the DM.
That's right.
Got
Hey,
you.
so we're talking earlier about guys who just suck, homeboy. But the problem is that suck doesn't mean what I guess what it used to be for, because you got.
Yeah. I mean,
what's up with that fool, homeboy? What do you think about that guy, homeboy? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it. I'm surprised. Like I was telling the homie today, I was like, man, that guy's. I mean, he's starting to die out real quick just because he's just doing the same thing over and over.
But it's true.
But I just don't fuck with it. It's like, why? Like, why are we giving attention to that?
Sometimes you see like the dumbest shit that's going viral.
Yeah,
but
it's
talent,
frustrating.
I mean, the talent, people are looking past it for whatever reason.
Yeah,
that's the problem right now. Back in the day, the industry used to be where if you got talent, you're getting put on. Nowadays, it's who can get more views. So that guy comes out with and all of a sudden it just blows up and everybody's watching it. And you can have a guy next to him that is much more talented than him, but nope, he's putting on the fucking makeup, he's putting on the net fucking pants or whatnot. Yeah. So everybody's looking at this is what it is. Everybody wants to see a freak show. Entertainment over talent. That's a perfect way to put it. I came up with that right there by myself right now. Entertainment over talent. That's exactly what it is. And I think that's it's definitely watering down the talent pool, man, because now people are just doing the dumbest shit to get attention, man.
Yeah.
You think that or not?
Yeah, no, I mean look at TikTok. Oh. Look at the way China runs it compared to the way we run it,
Yes, sir.
Over here it's like if you're doing something stupid, you're gonna blow up. Over there, it's like if you're doing something stupid, you're not gonna blow up. It's got to be something educational.
But that's in anything. That's even in the podcasting world. Yeah. If you're doing if you do some educational, you can get very few views.
Yeah, stupidity gets rewarded.
If I go out there and say F this guy, oh shit, I'll get fucking. My views are going through the roof, homeboy. Yeah. Beefs get through the roof. Dumb stuff gets through the roof. So it's almost like the dumbing down of America, homeboy.
Yeah.
You think that's happening?
Yeah, no, that's for sure. That's what it is. I mean, we went from like top 3 in schooling to like now we're like down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
We're getting.
But I mean, why do you think we keep bringing foreigners over here like India, China? Like I see that shit all day in the Bay Area.
Oh shit. Yeah, but I mean, it's okay. Seeing the fact that you see everybody just blowing up, does it ever cross your mind like, fuck it, let me be strategic? I know this is not my style, but maybe if I go ahead and do something, to catch everybody's attention, maybe that could elevate my game.
As far as what, like musically,
I
or,
mean,
or
nowadays, yeah, for example, I mean, at the end of the day, you're an artist, you're a rapper, like that's your bread and butter.
yeah,
But I mean, sometimes it takes a fucking like either doing a fucking TikTok or like my boy right here, he does skits, right?
yeah.
Like you ever see yourself, fuck it, let me do a skit, let me blow up, and maybe it'll.
To be honest, I've thought about it, but I'm like, I don't know. It's
Not
just,
your
I guess,
style?
it's not my thing too much. So it's probably something I want to do, like get into, but just it's not something that I've really thought about it too much.
All you got to do right now is say, homie, you come by Visalia, you got to check in with me, homeboy.
Yeah, check
Ah,
You say, you want to go to Visalia, you got to check in with VRSA. If not, don't come
yeah,
through,
yeah.
homeboy. His DMs would be like, fuck you, what do you think? But that's unfortunate, but that's what comes with it. Right now, it seems, especially in hip-hop, you got to be on some fucking, almost real negative stuff, right? You got to be on some negative stuff. And I think that's kind of the death of hip-hop. Hip-hop originally was, it was on a positive tip, believe it or not, right? Then it turned to gangsterism, and then it became, I thought, something real good in the late 90s, early 2000s. But now it's like, yeah, dude, it's fucking definitely dumbed down. So how do you compete with that, fool?
I don't know, man. It's been tough trying to keep up with something like that. Because like I said, like we were saying, it's not in really my style to be able to be doing things like that. And I try to keep, like I said, I try to keep it as authentic as possible. But sometimes it feels like people don't want authenticity. They want people, like you were saying earlier, that talk about a life that they've never really seen or lived.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just the way I deal with it is just to keep pushing forward, like regardless of that.
Yeah.
Performance-wise, what's the longest set that you've actually done?
Probably about 15 minutes. 15. Yeah.
Uh,
I got some things lined up though where I'm supposed to be doing like 30-minute sets. So
That's
we'll
dope,
see
man.
how I navigate through that.
So how many songs you get in 15 minutes?
It just depends. Like, I mean, if you're trying to get full songs, then you're probably gonna get like 5, 4. But if you're gonna break them up between like verses, because a lot of times some of your best songs might be songs where you featured somebody in who can't make it. So
Right.
at that point it could be 7, 8.
How are you as far as, because new rule, people, new rule. Let's get it out there, Chris. Give me the camera real quick, Chris. New rule. You come in on American Cholo and you're an up-and-coming artist, you're an up-and-coming rapper, prepare yourself to perform, right? Whether it's live, whether it's after the show. The good part is we're going to film you professionally. Mr. Notorious is going to take care of that. We're going to release it as a promo. But the reason we're doing this, we're weeding out the good and the bad. And that way, if you are an upcoming rapper and say you got the talent and you can't perform here in front of us, then maybe you need to go back. What do you think?
Don't talk about it, be about it, baby.
Yeah, exactly,
You gotta
homies.
come over here and earn your stripes.
So that's the new rule. If you're hitting me up on IG, hit me up or anything, and you want to come on, no problem. But you're going to have to perform, because if you can't perform here in front of us, you're not going to be able to get a stage and perform, homeboy. Does that make sense? Or is that, that's too harsh, homeboy?
Yeah, no.
What do you think?
I mean, it's gonna cut out, like you said, it's gonna cut out the people that ain't ready for it or just not meant for it.
Yeah, and I think that the problem is that too many people believe that they've got what it takes, and it's a hard business, man. It's a very difficult business.
Yeah, it's very saturated, and the more we get out of the way that shouldn't belong, the better.
So has there been any shows that you've gone to and you've kind of choked?
Yeah, no, you know what? A lot of times when it does happen, it's on songs or something where it was like I made it last minute, so it's like in a hurry trying. I mean, it sounds easy to memorize shit, but if you really try to sit down and memorize something like a whole song, usually you're gonna run through it a couple hundred times at least.
Yeah, right.
And not only that, that alone doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're trying to break it up, like, oh, I got 8-hour shift today. Damn, I got to go do this. Like, there's a lot of things there's a lot of things that are going to prevent you from being able to really put that time into it.
And especially the more you come up in the game, the larger your catalog gets. That's many more songs you remember.
Yeah, I ain't gonna, and it's an issue of mine that I have too. A lot of times I'll just brain dump. Like, I'll come up with something, boom. As soon as I'm done doing what I'm doing with it, move on to the next one and just leave it in the past type of thing,
So walk us through your writing process. What motivates you, and how do you write? Let's say write a song.
Well, a lot of times, like I guess you could say I kind of force motivation, just because, like I said, I'm always on the road. Whether I'm going down here, like working with people, going up north, I'm always on the road. So my office is my car, And for the most part, like it's kind of weird to say, but I don't really listen to too much music, even though I make music. I'll slap on a beat and I'll start thinking of ways like I can approach it and kind of let the beat speak to me, and whatever comes to mind is what comes to mind. Sometimes I'll try to put myself in other people's positions and see things from their perspective and make a song like that.
And it's pretty dope. You probably don't remember, bro, but I had pulled up with JR to a studio.
Yeah.
It so happened that you and Doughboy Tony were there as well.
Yeah.
And,
I remember.
Me seeing the fact that, just seeing, I guess, you guys get into your alter ego. At least that's the way I seen it.
Yeah.
The beat, Big Gil, the beat was just on fucking repeat for like 10 minutes. You're looking at all these dudes are not talking to each other. They're just one sitting over there, the other one sitting over here. They're just locked in, fucking flowing, writing, whatever the case is. And just seeing you guys put it together, man, that shit was dope, bro. It really was. I don't think that track has dropped, so I won't really touch too much on it. But hey,
yeah, no, it's a dope record, man. Yeah, I know, for sure I remember that. But you're right. Like especially when I get in the zone like that, I'm not talking to anybody. I don't care what you got to say to me. Just leave me alone. I'm trying to focus on this, especially because it was a dope ass beat, And JR's looked out for me plenty of times on some dope hooks, so I definitely want to make sure that I do it justice too.
No, and it is, because right now this guy is like cool as ice, very calm and collective. You don't think, and then when he gets in the mic, he turns to a different person.
I mean, in a different way, that part of it is entertainment, So I gotta. Even actors, you got to get into that role to where you're like, okay, you got to sell this to the audience, So yeah, I mean, right here, what you see is what I really am,
Right.
But on the mic is something else.
Well, it's just like a fighter going into a fight. He could be the nicest guy outside the ring, but when you get in the ring, you got to go in there. I got no friends. I got to kill this, right?
Yeah.
So how do you pump yourself up for that, homeboy? You watch Rambo or something?
Nah. At this point, it's just repetition, man.
That's what I do. I'm gonna listen a little bit of that before the gym, and let's do this.
Nah. It's just at this point, it's just repetition and just making sure that my confidence kind of gets portrayed in how I'm doing it.
That's right. So, 5-year goals, carnal. Where do you want to be in 5 years?
Man, at 5 years, man, I don't. As far as the music stuff, I want to be able to always continue to be able to do it, but I don't want to rely on it for my income. I want to. Hopefully, it can bring me into a situation where I can open up other businesses, whether it's like a car insurance business, start flipping homes or something. But that way, I don't have to. And at that point, it is about the love now, But to answer your question, I want to be able to just live life, man. In 5 years, I want to be able to live life and enjoy. Spending time with my daughter, because she just keeps growing. She's 7 years old. She's 7 years old. That's all I've been an artist since she was born. You know what I'm saying? So I at this point, there's no turning back for me. I need this to work. Because that's all. How much time have I sacrificed? How many times have I neglected her to make this work?
Yep. What kind of dad are you, homeboy?
I feel like I'm a good dad overall. At times I feel like a shitty dad because I have to neglect her at times. But I try to be strict, but also a friend to her, because I want her to be able to trust me later on in life, especially a daughter.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a different thing. Like, you got to approach it differently.
What's her name?
Mia.
What? Yeah. Hey, so is mine. That's my first daughter as well. But let me ask you a question real quick, bro. I'm a father as well. I'm blessed with 2 beautiful daughters. Nowadays, bro, on the movies, cartoons, whatever, you see a lot of girls on girls kissing each other, guys on guys kissing each other. And I mean, it is what it is, bro. I have nothing against, at the end of the day, whatever makes you happy, right? But when you have my daughters asking me, Dad, why they're doing that? Or do you ever get those type of questions? Or have you ever talked about that?
She's asked me before, but I try to keep her away from things like that, just because, I mean, like you said, it's not nothing against people who might whatever swing that type of way or whatever, but it's just like, I feel like it's definitely an agenda being pushed and being shoved down these kids' throats. Like
1,000,000%.
Like there's you can teach a kid to be nice to other people without having to do all that.
It's in the schools is the problem.
Yeah, especially and you know what, one thing too, I think is probably the issue too, the fact that these teachers don't get paid as much. Is just anybody who's willing to be a teacher just come in and a lot of these teachers come with their, I guess they'll call their own agendas that they're gonna try to instill into these kids.
Well, yeah, it's the they've got their group and their group is pushing an agenda, but they're I don't agree with their agenda, but they're pushing their weight, homeboy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got George Lopez pushing back and pushing their weight, homeboy. What
Yeah,
do
yeah.
you think about George, fool?
Man.
What do you think about
Yeah,
George?
I'm on the same boat. Like, man, fuck George. Like, fuck George Lopez. Shit. Like,
Oh, that's
like,
his- that's
because I was
That's
watching.
his
I mean,
boy.
hey, man, I'm on the same boat to where it's like, bro, you have all that influence and you're not trying to put anybody on. Like, I understand you don't have to, but at the same time, like, if you already paved the way, you might as well say, come on, you know what
But
I'm
it's
saying?
like, look, this is the way I see it,
Already
bro.
told you,
Right?
that's his boy.
No, yeah.
That's
I
his
mean,
boy
look,
right here,
I
boy.
just got to. Okay, you're a rapper, correct?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
talked about Tupac.
Yeah.
You never met Tupac, bro.
Yeah,
You never
yeah.
had any conversation with
Yeah.
Tupac. Tupac has never put you on.
Yeah,
But just listening to all the classes that he's had,
yeah.
it has motivated you.
But
it has say, okay, like you gravitated to his music because you felt that you connected with him just
Yeah.
off his lyrics, right?
Yeah.
For example, George Lopez.
Yeah.
He's an actor, bro.
Yeah.
He's number one. He's a comedian. What do comedians do? They talk shit, dog.
Let me cut in here.
No,
real
but
quick.
look, hold on.
let's
Just
let
me
him
finish.
finish. Yeah, let's let him finish.
This is just the way I see it, bro. At the end of the day, people could say, yeah, he hasn't put anybody on. Yes, he had the power to do this and that. But at the end of the day, bro, he's giving Latinos, or to narrow it down, Mexicans, he's motivating them like, oh shit, bro, we could star in movies. We could have our own shows.
Yeah.
We could do it. If he did it with his big ass head, I mean, we could do it too, bro. That's the way I see it. I mean, he don't specifically have to. It would help if you go ahead and, you know what, fuck it, let me give you the alley-oop. But even if he doesn't, bro, at the end of the day, I feel like the key word motivation. He's motivating everybody, bro. That is possible.
I think that can be true, but until you get exposed to what your true personality is, then people are like, nah, yeah. Before it was like, hell yeah, George Lopez, fuck yeah, I fuck with him. But now that I know how he is, it's like, I can't fuck with you no more.
This is my thing. As far as we're gonna rebuttal you real quick. The Tupac thing. The only reason the Mexicans love Tupac because he mentioned you on one fucking song. It wouldn't be LA without Mexicans. That was the key that sold it for everybody. Tupac never put nobody on. He doesn't have to. Just like George. I'm not upset at George for not putting nobody on. I don't give a shit. Everybody can do their own thing. Nobody has to put you on. The problem I got with George is because he became woke. He went on The View. He said, if you're an enemy of drag, you're an enemy of mine. Which, in other words, he stepped into the realm of, I have to be inclusive, I have to be woke, I have to be this. But then when it comes to Latinos, I look the other way. So you can't have it both ways, George. You can't sit there and go for the woke community. You can't go in there and go for the BLM community, which is fine. Go for it. But when you do that, you better step up for your people. In other words, it's somebody that sits there, they're backing up the brothers when they get into a fight, they're backing up the LGBTQ when they get into a fight, and then when the Latinos are getting into a fight, why do I gotta get involved? Like, whoa, wait a minute, homie. You just sat there and said we need to get involved, we need to do this. But the minute RSA is, and that's the problem with RSA, we always look for a reason not to get involved. Always, when it comes to any kind of political movement, we always, this, that. The güeros is what they do. Like in the primaries for presidents, right? They'll fight amongst one another, but once that person becomes the candidate for president, they all get behind him. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a Joe Biden. I don't care if it's Donald Trump. Once they're done fighting, okay, this is our candidate. Boom. Let's all support him. With us, we will fucking unsupport you till the day you fucking die. And to me, I have always said I support. I think George's comedy is great. I think he is, but you can't have it both ways, George, homeboy. You better talk to your uncle, carnal.
Honestly, I am. But look, I mean,
He's gonna call him up. Call him up.
At the end of the day, man, we all want to be successful.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, you as a rapper, I mean, you have goals and aspirations. Yeah. Even as a podcaster, Gil, you have goals and aspirations, right? Let's just say, for example, The View, which that's the comments. That's where he said his comments.
Yes.
Whoever owns it, let's just say they reach out to you. Hey, you know what, Gil? You're doing an amazing fucking job. It's a phenomenal show. We want to go ahead and invest in you. But check it out. You have to start moving a certain way.
If you're an enemy of drag, you're an enemy of American Cholo. I'm saying it. I'm saying it now, damn it.
The money.
I'm saying it now. If you're an enemy of drag.
That's what I'm saying. The money that they're putting on the table is generational wealth, bro. You have a daughter. Let's just say whatever deal that you get off, whatever it is, let's just say this could possibly change your daughter's life. Would you allow that to make you move different, or would you stay true to who you are?
If it's gonna be something to where I have to compromise, because I want to be a role model for my daughter too, And if I show her that I can sell out for some shit, what's she gonna sell out for?
But she's in the best schools.
Yeah, but
Best
I mean,
crib.
it's kind of like
At the end of the day, it's taming your image, but your daughter or, you know, the generation after that, they're set. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, look,
I know what you're
all I'm
saying.
saying, look, we're all sitting on George.
Notorious said he'll sell out. That's what he's trying to say.
No,
Notorious said, "Give me the bag. I'm gone, baby."
I'm just saying, look, at the end of the day,
He'll be going.
man,
stockings on.
Yeah, he'll be. I mean, what's up, Notorious? Don't talk to me, boo.
it's just that, man, you know, we're all sitting on George, and I mean, I understand.
No, I'm not. Listen, no, but George deserved that one. He deserved
Yeah.
that. It'll be over in another
No,
week.
for
It's
sure.
okay. But, okay, this is the difference between the African Americans and us. The reason the African Americans are where they are politically, and even though they have much smaller numbers, is because they fought for their people. And I'm going to give you one prime example. Muhammad Ali gave up his career when he was at his prime, faced 5 years in federal prison for not going to the army because he said, no Asian ever called me an N-word. And he was absolutely right. If Muhammad Ali took the same thing you're saying, in other words, here, N, take your money. He said, no, hell no, this is wrong. I got to stand up for my people. And there's a lot of African Americans that did that, and that's why they're in the position they are. More power to them. And until we learn from that, we will be bottom of the totem pole, homeboy. So the people that are up there, we need to put pressure on them and say, no, you need to speak up for us.
That's true.
That's
and it goes hand in hand with what you're saying. As far as like George Obi, he don't need to do none of that.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. But would it help us?
Yeah.
It would help us a lot.
But
You
there's
know
a
what I'm
lot
saying? Like if I don't know, if you're gonna be if we're your consumers and we've done all this for you, we've provided you with this life, and you can't even give back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To me, I don't know. It's just not in me to be able to do something like.
And to
what
me,
he's
it's like I
doing.
said, it's not about putting somebody on. But there's a lot of Latino Cali Mac actors that don't say anything, but they don't say anything about anyone. And to me, all right, no problem. You're keeping it quiet. But the second you start speaking up for other people and you're not speaking for your own, like, hey, Holmes, like, wait a minute, carnal, ain't you? It's like somebody from your own hood speaking up for somebody from that hood, speaking up for someone in that hood, and then, hey, homie, F your hood. Oh, well, they ain't really my homies. Like, wait a minute, fool. Yeah, we are. We're your homies, George.
Yeah.
That's the only way I feel. But yeah, that's Notorious.
You got me now. You guys got me. You know. Hey,
That's Notorious' uncle right there, homeboy.
what's up, Theo George? Hey, man, come to the podcast. You know, and speak for yours, man. I'm over here backing you up.
Alhambra City Audits. We appreciate the super chat $9.99. Upstate in the casa 530. Shout out to all the homies from Central, up north, everybody. Homies, it's all love right here, carnal. Ain't no lines over here. Let's put that number up there real quick, Chris. And then what we're gonna do, just let you guys know, in about, I don't know, whenever we're done with the phone calls, for the members only, we got a live. We're gonna have VRSA hit the mic. He's gonna kill it. You gonna hit the mic? Lag's gonna hit the mic. So members only will hit the mic. We're gonna show you guys the behind the scenes when we set it up. We'll film it and then we'll release it to everybody else. I'll release a clip from the members only probably tomorrow, and then we'll release Notorious's full thing maybe like Monday or Tuesday. That'll be the promo video, and that's what we're doing for people who come in here who are up and coming rappers. We're gonna give you some promo, man. All right, let's see. Are we connected, Chris?
Yes, sir. We're gonna start a wave, baby. You guys be ready.
Yeah, I gotta turn it on.
Hey, but let's talk about the catalog for a little bit, bro. Let's talk about all the features that you had.
Yeah.
You got features with Yellow Hill. And there's another up-and-coming artist that I really like, Fearless One. Shout out to Fearless One.
Fearless.
If you're watching, bro, what's up?
What's up, Fearless?
And, you know, obviously you got JR, Larry the G. Is there any, I guess, any of these features that stand out?
I mean, to be honest, everybody that I've had as a feature, like regarding those names, is people that I really wanted to be in my songs, you know. So shout out to Johnny too. I don't know if you named him right now, Johnny Dangerous.
Connected?
Okay. He's dope as fuck. But man, as far as like, there's nobody else that I've heard with the talent as far as like a West Coast sound than your cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like
My Uncle JR.
Yeah.
Yo, what up, JR?
for sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you watching, what up?
I've seen some of the shit that he's done, man, and
Aye.
I've told him myself, like, hey, man,
My G,
you're that motherfucking guy. You know what I'm
listen to me,
saying?
bro. I've had that conversation with him multiple times. I'm like, look, fam, you know, a lot of people try to compare him to like a Mexican Nate-Dogg.
Yeah.
I personally think he's better than that, bro.
Hey,
And I've seen him. This
hey,
motherfucker will listen to.
I've
What's up, Carlos? Talk to us, homeboy.
Hey, what's up, man? Long time listener. You know, I wanted to talk to you about this whole George Lopez thing.
Uh-oh.
And
Here we go.
no. My take on it, bro. Like for me, what everybody's missing is how Steve Trevino was trying to put the kid on.
Yes.
Like that's the positive we should be looking at.
Yes.
Because you know, like yeah, we're all taking the negative and all that about him not supporting us. Cool, you don't want to support us? We're gonna hit you where it hurts. We're not gonna support you either. You know, the man we should be supporting and backing up is Steve Trevino. And yeah, that's just my little outlook on it, bro.
Oh, sorry. Notorious got caught slipping right now,
My bad.
But no, you're absolutely right. Trevino was actually Notorious. You got the best view in the fucking building. Fool. Trevino was actually trying to give George softballs, fool. Here, George. But George, being the guy he is, he don't give a shit, fool. That's the problem. That's the issue. But the thing is, that's how you bring exposure to this, because I guarantee you, there's other Latino actors, rappers, whatever, the entertainment, that they're like, hey, dude, you got to watch what you say because these guys will get on you. Which this is showing the power that we actually have as Raza. We have the power to get together, make this noise in a positive way, because I'm not saying F George, cancel. No, I'm saying George, pay attention, homie. If you want to be woke, you better be woke with us as well. So that's all it is. It's the message across. We're firing across the ship, whatever it's called, the bow, and we're letting them know we're not taking the disrespect, not from you, not from anybody, homeboy, and in a positive way.
Definitely, and that's how it should be. You know,
yes, sir.
You know, I've listened to a couple different podcasts and of yours, and that how we're all fighting for all these little crumbs that they're throwing us when we should be trying to get the whole cake.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. We got the power.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. I'm glad I got through because I really wanted to say my piece. So
for sure, homie.
I appreciate it, and keep doing your thing, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it,
sir.
Love. Slipping into darkness.
Straight slipping. My apologies, everybody.
Oh shit! What's up, Mike? Talk to us, man.
What's up, dog? Can you guys hear me today or what?
We can hear you just fine. Talk to us, my man.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I was gonna get into that Tupac shit because yesterday you guys couldn't hear me in the truck, dog. But
that was you.
Yeah, I know. You could, yeah, because you said you only picked them because Tupac wasn't about that life or some bullshit. But these fools are artists.
No.
These fools are artists, dog. These fools are artists. You know.
I feel that Biggie was lyrically much more talented than Tupac. At the end of the day, he was much more talented than Tupac.
Yes, sir.
And everybody here did too. They were just too scared to actually admit it, homeboy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it today, man.
I don't know. Double S was holding it.
He was double S. Don't believe that guy either. When the cameras were off, he said the same thing, homie. Everybody in the room was like, "Hey, you're right," but they didn't want the smoke, homie. I'll take the smoke. I'll take the smoke, homie.
But that fool got a lot of. That fool paints pictures, fool. Tupac paints pictures. Somebody wake me, I'm dreaming. I started as a seed of semen, swimming upstream. You know what I mean? That shit is crazy. Hey, but anyways. But on some real shit though, on some real shit, I got a daughter too, dog. She's 8 years old, right?
Right.
And I try not to like I'm 32 years old, so I try not to say any of that. I try not to use like colors, like who's that black kid or that white kid or that gay fucker or you know what I mean. So I try not to use.
Oh, what?
No, that fool. He probably. Oh, I hope he didn't crash. Hold on. I was about to say he probably crashed playing around. All of a sudden, he still had that from yesterday's fucking interview. It was still burning him up. At the end, it's like Michael Jordan and either Kareem, Kobe, whatever. Everybody will have their own champion. But people just a lot of times take it too personal. All right, he's back. Caller.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, dog, but yeah. So I got an 8-year-old, right?
Yeah.
And I try not to use those color words, dog. Go play, use little black kids or any of that bullshit. So I try to weed that shit out and try to not use no gay words and none of that crap. So we were driving and there's this fucking guy, in a dress and wearing makeup and shit. And my daughter looks at me and she's like, "What's wrong with that guy? Why is that guy wearing that?" Or like, those influencers on fucking YouTube that be doing makeup and shit.
Yep.
Like I don't even say shit like that to her, but she knows in her mind that shit ain't natural. and that shit's fucking weird. So I mean, you know what I mean? That shit's just weird, and yeah, they got an agenda, dog, that they're trying to shove down our throat.
Oh yeah,
and that shit is wild. But it's been going on for a minute. I got little sisters that are already like 22 years old now, and I remember when they used to watch Disney Channel, dog. They be saying some wild shit on there, like, you know what I mean? Like real quick, there was one where there's, you know, I'm fucking contradicting myself. But there's this black kid, right? We call it what it is. There's a black kid. There's a black kid. No, listen though, listen. There's a black kid, right? A black kid on there, right? And then I don't know what show is it, iCarly or some bullshit. So a black kid, and he's looking for, girl's looking for his cat. This girl's looking for the cat, right? She goes, have you seen my cat? Have you seen my cat? And this fool's stretching, right? And she's like, the cat's not in there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's just weird, yeah. It's like she looked down at his midsection, and she's like, the cat's not in there. Or another one, they make a reference to
wrap it up, wrap it up. You said one already. You're going too far. Wrap it up.
Hey, anyways, hey, shout out to your co-host, dog. That fool, the young man right there.
Hey,
good co-host.
That's my son, fool. That's my son, fool.
That's my son.
That's my mijo right there.
Don't be disrespecting that fool, dog. He ain't gonna put up with your shit, American Cholo. Hey, real shit.
Tell him, dog.
Hey, I fuck with you fools though, dog. You fools have a good night, dog. Hey, Visalia.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Visalia, good shit, my dog. I don't know who you are. I never heard of you, but you got a good head on your shoulders. I'll talk to you guys.
Go check him out on his YouTube channel,
homeboy. Check it out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I will.
All right.
You're gonna learn today. Let them know, Versa. Let them know who you are.
Yeah, homeboy. Let them know where they can find you. Let them know your IG. Let them know, homeboy, right there. Looking at the camera, carnal.
You can find me on IG at vrsa.official. I got 2 separate YouTube channels. Had to start a new one because of some BS with YouTube, but I got 2 of them. Just look it up. VRSA. Look up facts.
All right.
I think you'll fuck with that song.
805 calling in. Let's see what you... Caller, who's this? Yes, Samantha, what's going on?
Great. We want to let you know that us as a trans community, we support the Cali Chomo movement, okay?
That's what I'm talking about, Samantha.
We love you.
Shout out to Samantha. And Oh, shit. That's a good... Oh, whatever. The number's right there. Oh, what? They're looking for the number? Yeah, I know. The number is 818-538-9330. 818-538. I saw that person asking for the number, but they got to look.
Call in, talk your shit.
Yeah.
I want, man, I always see some guy called Mr. Kilo G.
Oh, Kilo G's been in there for a minute.
I see him everywhere, at every podcast. Call in, big dog.
No.
See what you talking about.
It's what the fuck, flat earth callers.
You see? That motherfucker is everywhere, bro.
There's not Kilo G, but it's true. There's some people that will go to other places, talk shit about you, and then come back and talk shit about other people. And I'm not saying he's the one, but yeah, they roam the streets, homie. But most of the people, not even most, all the people that hate, they don't call. Fool. You know how I would love to just have like a one day, just the haters call. They don't call. Homie. They don't want that fade, homeboy. The mental. Caller, who's this? Turn the background off, please.
Dude.
What's
going on, Gil?
What's going on? Talk to us.
Fuck that puto George Lopez.
Hey, you're gonna get Notorious pissed off, fool.
Chill.
That's a steal right there, homeboy.
Spread the love, bro. Spread the love.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
I'm in security.
Yeah.
And I one time witnessed him snapping his fucking fingers and being all cocky to a waitress.
Oh shit. Yeah, I can see that.
Nasty.
I can see that, homie. I can see that for sure.
Where was this? When was this?
He wants receipts, fool.
Oh, well, I don't want to put it out there like that. You know what I mean?
My man's way. Tell me, was that Denny's in 1994, fool? No big deal, carnal.
Oh, well, you know, it was at a casino. Let's just put it at a casino, you know?
Okay, there you go. This was probably the owner of the casino, fool.
Yeah.
Hey, drop a super chat, fool, for like 20,000, carnal. Nothing major. Nothing major. Hey, brother, I appreciate the call, man. Fuck that puto. Hey, but
Guys, have a good night.
you know what's perfect though? He came up with that phrase, fool.
Yeah.
So that's why everybody's using it back on him. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that puto, because you know.
Look, man, all publicity is good publicity.
No,
man.
no,
Not in this case. I don't think this case works for him.
no. Okay, George Lopez is already a huge name, so that publicity is not good publicity.
Yeah.
If he, who it worked out for was Ralph.
Right. it
For
did.
Ralph, it
Right
worked
or
out.
wrong.
It worked
That was
out
a
great.
big favor, bro.
It was.
Let's-
It was.
let's keep it a buck.
It was. But I don't. The thing was, I don't think it was a favor.
Yeah.
I think if I was George public relations or HR whatever, I would have told him, all right, George, this is what we're gonna do. I would have said that we're gonna run with you. We're actually doing it behind the scenes. We're gonna call Barbosa. We're gonna call. We did it to fucking get your name out there. If he was smart, but let's see, Chicago,
sick.
Chirac.
Chicago.
Bobby, what's good, player?
Yeah, what's up, Chola?
Talk to us.
Hey, so what was the topic of the conversation?
The topic was about the homie from Visalia over here being the best rapper in Central Cali, homeboy.
Yes, sir. The homie VRSA. Let him know, bro.
Yeah, what's up? Well, whatever.
VRSA.
I've heard of them, but now I have, thanks to your platform.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
But me, I'm thinking that whoever does take off, we gotta do it the way King Lil G said, because these dudes like OT Mexican and what's the other guy? These guys, they don't even sound like Mexican.
Yeah, but
They don't even sound Chicano.
yeah, but let me say this. There is old school Chicanos that would say the same thing about King Lil G. There's old school Chicanos that would say the same thing about VRSA. There's old school Chicanos that would say, you guys all sound black.
Yes,
I think it's just the evolution of it. To me, I think OT from Texas is a good rapper. I think there's a lot of talent, and again, we as Raza become way too picky because look at the African Americans. They got Drake, they got Lil Wayne, they've got Eminem. They got Eminem is
You're
technically
right,
black,
though. You're
right?
right.
They've got all these different sounds
You're right.
that if it was on a tweeter, it's everywhere, and they all get accepted. With us, we want to put ourselves as a robot and say this is the way we gotta sound. No, if they're raza, we're evolving. Older people need to realize that and support it, young and old, homeboy. That's at least my opinion, carnal.
Thank you.
I think if you,
Yeah,
if you
because
let
I
it be
called
known.
Hoodstock.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I called Hoodstock K9, and I was talking to that guy K9 on there, and I'm like, if Rasta's gonna blow up, we got to stay true, to our culture and blow up the culture how we were back in '06 and '05. And you know what he told me? He's like, oh, it's 2023. We got to get with the times or something. And I'm like, so what? So you got to go and become like pro LGBTQ and pro and trans and all this because you got to keep up with the times?
Well, no, I think you're mixing apples and oranges. We're talking about how people have different swag, and Texas has always had a different swag. The Bay Area has always had a different swag.
Yeah.
We in LA have been too stuck in that box of you got to be super raza, and that is not going to sell. Unfortunately,
No.
it's not. I mean, there is a market for it, but it's not going to sell nationally. You're not going to convince a bunch of junior high white kids to sit there and fucking be all rassed out, but it's just not gonna work. OT, yeah, you're gonna sell it. It's gonna sell, and we should support it.
Well, this is coming from somebody that kind of lives in Florida, and I
Kind of like you went there on a boat one day, or what? What do you mean you kind of lived in Florida?
No. This is coming from somebody that lives in Florida,
okay.
But I was born in Cali, and but the culture from Cali was so. We were looking for something to look up to, and we always looked up at Cali, like,
right.
Yeah, we got, the rappers, everybody. And it made us feel good. But now it's like we're losing it, so I'm wondering what all these teenager kids, they got nothing to stand on. So, damn, it's bad.
No,
it's looking bad, and I don't...
I mean, look, this is the way I see it, bro. At the end of the day, the world's going to keep spinning, man. With that being said, what happened in the past, bro. It's different eras, We cannot go ahead and compare right now the 2020s to the early 2000s or to the 90s, I mean, and it's true, bro. LA has a different style. New York has a different style. Florida has a different style. Texas we all have a different style. So it's not fair to go ahead and just try to narrow it down to just one style for everybody to sound alike, for all of us to sound like everybody does in East Los or whatever the case is. I mean, we're all a product to our own environment, bro, and we're all from different spots, So
right.
It's not fair to judge somebody for how they speak or how they carry themselves because that's what they grew up to.
Yeah, I think as long as you let it be, if you're letting it be known that you're proud of your roots,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That should be enough right there because for like you said, to somebody, I'm not Mexican enough.
Uh-huh.
But what is what is being Mexican enough? What is being raza enough? You know.
Yeah.
what
So
I'm
let me ask you that. What to you is being Mexican as far as a rapper? What should we keep? What should we have to instill into these young guys?
I'm thinking like we instead of we're latching on to other, picking up other words from other cultures and promoting them. Like people sound like robots nowadays. They start talking like everybody else on the internet, and everybody's using the same slang. I think we should promote our slang. Saying like, "Damn, that's feeding man, homie. What's up?"
I say homes all the time, homie. I say Charlie all the
you're
time.
promoting. You say carnal, all these words, right? And even if they're in Spanish, you can make people pick up on them, and then before you know it, we'll have everybody stealing or copying, trying to be like us. If we know how to embrace it,
Yeah, for
we
sure.
didn't learn how to embrace it, and we think we're trying to be cool using all these other words and be like, "Oh, fuck Chicano rapper, fuck Chicano culture." But if we stick true and we make our, everything
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
I
We're
understand what
gonna
you're
make it.
All right, my man.
It's not like this is an old guy. I'm not like an old guy talking. I'm 31 years old.
That's pretty
so
old,
it's not
fool.
Like
That's pretty old. 31 in the club's pretty old, fool.
Old ass.
31 in the club's old.
Right.
Nah, I'm
But I'm
busting
not
your
like a
balls,
40-year-old.
Oh, wow. Now you're talking shit
Thanks a
about
lot,
40
bro.
years old. All of a sudden, I'm a fucking geezer, huh? Come on.
Hey, Tolo,
What's up, brother?
Thanks a lot for for what you're doing.
Absolutely,
for
the
bringing
culture,
platform
homie. For the culture, carnal. Appreciate you, my man.
All right.
All right, man. Stay up, bro.
Hey. That mother. Throw the bomb on that fool right now. Talking all that shit. You heard what he said?
What?
Have a good one, y'all.
Yeah, come on.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's talking all that shit. He's supposed to have to say, "Hey, have a good one, Holmes. Have a good one, essay." That would say, "Have a good one, y'all. I'll see you later." Son of a bitch. Oh, man. Shout out to the Hulk
Can I
right
say
there.
something regarding that?
Absolutely.
Say.
Get it.
Speak your mind, dog.
Okay. So like I was saying earlier, for somebody,
Hold up, caller.
I'm never gonna be Mexican enough, right? But what is being Mexican enough for some? As long as because there's people that fit all those criterias. They like to drink Modelo's or they like to go to parties. They know how to dance. But what are you doing for the raza? You know what I'm saying? Are you uplifting us, or are you just kind of like falling into stereotypes? You know what I'm saying?
No, but you're never gonna. Listen, you're never gonna be Mexican enough. You're never gonna be American enough. You're never gonna satisfy the whole fucking crowd, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
But that's the point, though. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay if you don't fall into these stereotypes.
Yeah, into the categories.
As long as you're proud of being brown.
For
that's
sure.
what
Caller, you still there?
I struck off a Calamac this week in West Hollywood.
Oh, he's out of here. Didn't go through. Did he jerk off a Calamac in West Hollywood?
Oh, no. But all I can say, man, shut your dumb ass up.
Oh, hey, at least he's calling, homeboy.
Yeah, that's true.
At least he's calling.
Hey, he's an active caller like that?
I don't know.
Another one. Here
okay.
it goes.
They're coming in, homeboy.
That's right.
But they got Calamac all up in their mouth, homeboy.
Yes, sir.
Ralph, what's good, homeboy?
What you doing?
We're
What
doing
up,
good,
bro?
my man. How you doing?
Good. Chilling right here, watching it. Watching your show right here.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. Appreciate it,
And,
man. Talk to us.
Just wanted to give a little shout out to you guys and acknowledge VRSA.
That's right.
Came up on him a few months back when he dropped that track with Lottie the G and JR. That track right
That's a
there
hot
to
track
me
right
is
there.
fire.
That's a hot track.
That's right.
Fire
appreciate that.
right there.
That's right, homeboy.
Yeah, I had my stepson jump in the car and I was bumping it. He was like, "Run that back." I was like, "All right, let's do it." Yeah, man. Just
Look at that, homeboy.
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you. I appreciate
12-year-old kid. He was just like, "Yeah, run that back." So yeah, man,
that's
just
dope.
bumping your music and yeah, man, just acknowledging you and showing that love, man. I'm from out here in Orange County, Santana, and
Dope.
letting you know, man. People are listening.
That's 714. Much love.
For sure, homeboy.
All right, man. You guys have a good night.
Tell them about the show.
keep it
Hey,
easy for you
they
guys.
got a show coming. When is it tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sunday,
Hey,
let 'em
yeah.
know.
We got
Hold
a
on.
show coming up in La Santa, right? La Santa in Santana. Yep. What time
Oh,
does it
here
start?
downtown. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you're about 3 minutes
5
away.
o'clock. Yeah, it's gonna
There
start
it
at
is.
5 o'clock. So come through, man. Hey,
Comedy,
it's gonna be a
hip-hop.
good time. Comedy, hip hop. I'm gonna be performing. The homies. It's gonna be a good time, man.
Notorious gonna be stripping for the ladies.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right on. Hey, shit. Hey, I better
Hey, George
start looking
Lopez
for a
might come through.
babysitter
Who
now. I
knows?
got a 1-year-old at the bed.
Oh man! Shout out to the 1-year-old, homeboy.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Thank you, man. Hey, shout out to you guys, the daughters too, and
That's
Gil
right.
again, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank
Keep
you.
going, man. Keep pushing, man. We're watching.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Sir.
One love. That's what's up, homeboy. Doesn't that feel good, homeboy? Doesn't that feel good? The energy.
It feels good, man. It feels good.
No, if you guys haven't actually gone and checked VRSA stuff out, you guys are missing. Nah, homeboy's got skills.
VRSA's a shit, man.
VRSA is.
Notorious one said it.
Call from.
Mike from Destin.
209.
Mike, what's good?
I got a question for VRSA, bro.
Shoot.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
about yep. It's about the rappers from Sacramento, bro. Lil TYS, and he passed away recently.
Yeah.
And Top Rank JoJo. Like, how do you feel about them passing away recently, bro? And how does it affect you and your work?
The second rapper that you mentioned, I don't know who he is, but I ain't gonna lie, Lil TYS, man, he's been in my gym, in my gym fucking playlist, man. Like, he was dope, man. It's crazy. Like, first time I ever heard of him was probably first time anybody ever heard of him was Straight Bars, and as soon as I heard him, man, I was like, man, this guy's gonna blow up. Sure enough, he just went up real quick, passed me up in a matter of no time. He was just he had talent, man. He had talent. It's unfortunate what happened, but I know his music is definitely gonna live on, man. And but it's a reminder, you know what I'm saying? As far as like that whole life right there, it's a dangerous game to play. So it's something for me, it's
facts, bro.
yeah, it's something for
For
me that
real.
I try to keep in mind, and just carry yourself with respect and respect everybody else, and hopefully they reciprocate that.
And I just had another question, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like what do you think? Like, how can rappers from like NorCal and like Central Cali really like get that exposure, man? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I feel like they kind of get overlooked.
I mean, I think Sacramento definitely, and Stockton have a good buzz. Like you guys are definitely the top guys anywhere north of Bakersfield, you know. So, man, it's just a matter of continuing to work, man. That's all it is, and trying to uplift each other and not do the George Lopez thing.
And tap in with American Cholo, homeboy.
And tap in with the American Cholo. Hey,
tap in over here, homeboy.
tap in with the homie right here, man.
Listen,
he's good
listen,
people.
homie. I
Yeah.
got no problem bringing any rapper from Sacramento, Frisco, anywhere up north, homie. Over here, it's all love. If we're really about, pushing our people forward, progressing, we got to come together as one, homie, regardless of what area you're from, homie. At least that's the platform we're on,
for
homie.
real.
And speaking of that,
Hey, thanks for the call, brother. Appreciate it.
have you ever heard of Brown Issues?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
So shout out to them, man, for all the work that they do, man. They do a
Major
lot
work.
for the community.
Yo,
man.
Major work.
Shout out Brown Issues.
Major work, homie. Yeah, Brown Issues has a huge following. They're all over the place, homie.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to work with them, man. I guess JR. I guess you guys went out there to perform, right?
Yeah.
So you and JR, I guess you guys have a good connection with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess turns out that they did something for the street vendors out here in LA.
Mm-hmm. Hey, they be
And,
up and down from San Diego all the way up north, as north as you can get.
JR, he called me. He said, "Hey man, I want you to go ahead and link up with him." I did it. Show me mad love.
You met
Show me
Carlos?
love. Yeah, bro.
Carlos is a character.
The only bad thing I gotta say about him, he's a 49er fan. bro. That's it.
Yeah,
Nobody's
yeah,
perfect,
Yeah,
fool.
you're
Other
right,
than that,
you're
he's
right.
cool. Other than that, he's
He's a
cool
cool
people,
cat,
man.
though. He's
But
a
you
cool
know,
cat.
Yeah, nobody's perfect, man. Nobody's perfect. No, but they're doing big things. And
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
beautiful thing, homeboy.
Yeah.
I'm just a bad guy in the whole movement because I'll talk shit to, but I think we all need that,
No, you need that. Yeah, exactly.
right?
You need the brutal honesty.
That's what it is, homeboy. Because if everybody likes you, then you're not doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up, you
You
got to be the
It's a
manager in the
difference
warehouse.
It's a difference between being a follower and a leader.
Yeah, pretty much, homeboy. The leaders will get hate, but
Yeah.
we can do that, homeboy.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna let people know. Okay, first of all, VRSA, VRSA, because
Without the E.
huh?
Without the E.
Yeah, just VRSA, right?
VRSA.
Yeah, because people are gonna. Well, first I didn't even know what your name was too. I said, "Is this fool's name VRSA?" Because you guys come up with all kind of different, like
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
them, FKM, or like fool. Everybody's got their own fucking
I
shit.
feel it.
So VRSA, if you guys are looking for Homeboy's YouTube channel, just put VRSA rapper or something like that. That way it's easy for some of you old cats, right? For everybody else, because you got to run his numbers up as far as subscribers, as far as views,
it up.
because the homie's got talent. He's got quality work. It ain't no low budget ass shit. I'll tell you that right now. You're gonna look at the videos. He's got quality work. So whatever team you're working with, and who shoots all those videos for you?
Hey,
Huh?
shout out to the boy Lag. He shot my last video. He's actually shot a couple of the last videos.
That's
yeah,
right,
he
Lag.
be shooting videos. Hit up Lag too if you need a quality video.
Yeah,
but,
Lag got that. Man, he got that 6K going in here, homeboy.
yeah, he got that
That
black
shit's looking
magic.
good. He
yeah.
got a big old bazooka up in this house,
Yes.
homeboy.
Ready to go. He's just like
Yeah. So what we're
looking like a 50 cal.
So go ahead, homeboy. Give your shout outs. Let people know where they can find you. Like I said, members, start tapping in over to the members part of the channel. We're gonna go live there. Yeah, we can give his IG, homeboy.
What's your IG, bro?
Huh? Official period lag.
Lag.
Official period lag. All you gotta do too is on this video right here, comment on it and just say this is official, and I'll pin it, homeboy. That's all you gotta do. But even when you do your freestyle right now, we're gonna promote the shit out of that, homeboy. We got you, player.
We got you.
We want people to come in here that are, especially the rappers that come in here, to know that we're gonna give you guys the full service. You're gonna get on the mic, but you're gonna get a professional video. We're gonna promote the shit out of you because that's what a lot of our community is missing: promotion.
Yeah.
So we're here to promote you. Let's get this private number. I don't know if I trust it yet, Chris, but hold on.
Let's get it.
Hold on. Caller, who's this? What's up, Bones? Clear it up. Yeah.
I heard you and a few other Southsiders kind of say Tupac or Snoop weren't gangsters just because they played basketball.
I never said Snoop.
Or at one point,
I never said
or
Snoop.
went to a private school.
No,
Your age.
When I say gangster, I mean a gang member, homeboy.
Yes, that's the point. Let me get to.
Okay, let's do this.
I'm your age. I came off the porch in like '88.
Okay, about my time.
In '87, I was in the GI Joes. Summer '88, you didn't want to see me leaning out that whip with that burner. So
yeah, I hear
in
you.
12 short months, people change.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. With the black community, you have a lot of guys who play football, basketball.
Yeah,
that gives them a different opportunity to guys who aren't.
right.
I had a homie who was like 6'5", 300 pounds. He'd knock a grown man out at 13, 14.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He had drive-bys. He's been in shootouts.
And where was this, bro?
University.
What city was this? Where did you grow up at?
Southeast San Diego.
Okay, shout out to San Diego, homie.
So what I'm just trying to say is just because you played football, basketball, graduate from high school, don't mean you don't have a few bodies on your resume.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But I think you're mixing it up. I think you're mixing it up with the Pac and Biggie thing. I'm not saying like that. I'm saying it from a guy who I'm talking from a guy who grew up out here.
By Black Panthers. He was raised by Black Panthers. You know, that's who.
See, but
Crips.
What you don't understand is this. Let me get in here real quick. Put him down real quick. What you don't understand is what in our culture, and a lot of times, the rappers that weren't about that life in Chicano culture and are rapping, they'll get shit on. Oh, you weren't a gang member. You weren't this. You weren't that. So my whole point of saying that is just to make a point that if Tupac was an essay, we would not support Tupac. He would say he had charges. We would say he got jumped in. He never got jumped in no hood. So that's the only thing I'm doing, which is breaking these false idols that a lot of times we want to sit there and portray these rules to our own people, but we won't push it to anybody else. That's all I'm saying with that, my man.
The essays do, because I'm not an essay.
Well, there you go, Holmes.
I'm just saying that you can't get it twisted because the dude have a little talent that he won't put you to sleep.
Oh, no, anybody, a school teacher to put you to sleep. Straight up, a school teacher could put you to sleep. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying he was a punk. You've never heard that come out of my mouth.
Because they're a school teacher, then they ain't gangster, though. Because I've heard this.
Oh, no, but I myself say I'm gangster all the time, homie. And people say, you ain't gangster, girl. I say, yeah, listen, to me, this is what gangster. Let me break this down. Don't get it twisted. Gangster to me is a man that wakes up every morning and takes care of his family. Is a man who takes care of his kids. Is a man who sits there and provides for his family. That is gangster to me. All the other stuff is just talk as far as hip-hop, my man. I think you're taking it the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hear what you're saying. And that is gangster. Gangster have different meanings.
Yes, absolutely.
To different people. But I'm saying it's like, you know, you got to respect the hustle. And Tupac, he was a G. Rather, you want to give him credit or not.
I take you're a big Tupac fan, boy. So, hey, who was better though? Who was better, Tupac or Biggie?
I prefer Tupac.
All right, there you go. No problem with that.
I prefer Tupac.
It all makes sense.
I mean,
though.
all the rallies. We
This phone
grew up
call
on
makes-
Tupac, but we Ice Cube. But I mean, who really don't get credit? Ice T got the gangster shit off the. Y'all mean y'all from LA?
If you listen, player,
Six in the morning.
listen, player, go back and listen to yesterday's podcast. That's the one person I said is my top gangster was Ice T. That's exactly what I said. 6 in the morning. So I think you've been bumping my playlist. Yeah, come on, you know this, homeboy. That's exactly who I said yesterday. So in reality, we're more alike than we're not, my brother.
I didn't say we weren't. I'm just like clearing up the perception about if you have a little talent, that don't mean you ain't putting it down in the streets too. Bloods and Crips. There's been a lot of them that in the NFL, and they might have a body or two.
Oh no! Listen, like I said, I think you're taking it on some killer shit. We're not on the killer shit. We're talking hip hop, my boy. We don't want the feds on us. Other than that, my man.
But it's all intertwined. It's all intertwined.
I hear you, but that's a different conversation for the feds, player. I appreciate the phone call. Shout out to East San Diego. You said.
Southeast San Diego.
Southeast San Diego.
Sorry, Pyrus. You did time with some other.
Yes, I did. Of course, homie. Skyline.
Okay.
Come on, player.
All right, homie.
All love,
Peace
homeboy.
out.
That's right, Lane.
All right, bro.
Yeah,
Much
for
love,
sure.
Much love and respect.
For sure, the time with the homies Skyline, carnal. Man, yeah, he's feeling the Tupac thing. See, dude? Yeah, I'm gonna release that clip. Fool. It's gonna go crazy.
I think it was a misunderstanding, because
No,
even
I-
earlier when you asked that, and I was like, hey, I got nothing but respect, but some people would point to that and be like, oh, he's not a gangster because of this. But no, I firmly believe Tupac was about his shit.
I say, but I bring it up to burn people, and that's what I do. Fool. I'm the guy that pokes you, right? I do it because if Tupac was an essay, we would have shot.
Oh yeah,
him.
no, yeah, for sure.
Let's keep it real, fool.
For
We
sure.
would have said
It's a whole different
that
set
about
of
the
standards.
business. That Vato's got charges. We would have SPM'd that fool.
When it comes to
Let's
that,
keep it real. Let's keep it real. So let's keep the same energy. But not on shitting people. Let's keep the same energy when we support people. That's what that Tupac conversation to me is really about. Some people just take it in the wrong way. It is what it is.
But look, at the end of the day, man, Tupac, that's the past. Let's talk about VRSA. It's 2023, bro.
I'm talking about, player.
What are the goals and aspirations for the year? We're in the beginning of the year, bro. But I mean, do you write down goals? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish this year?
Get an American Cholo, fool.
That's
Get
an American Cholo. That's what it was, homeboy.
That's out of the way right there.
Hold on, we got Commitment Soldier calling. I gotta take this one.
That's the homie.
Let Frank come through. Mr. Commitment Soldier is in the building. What's up, Frank?
How we living, big dog?
We living large, homeboy, like a fat bitch.
All right. And just shout out to everybody in that room right now. And big ups to everybody, but I just want to shout out my boy Lag right now.
Ooh, Big Leg's gonna shout out, homeboy.
Yeah, no. I'm particularly, I'm just paying my respects to everybody on the show, Gil. But particularly, I just want to give a big shout out and red carpet Commitment Soldier style for Lag, because listen, I'm acting like I'm
20 on the PayPal right now, fool. Let's keep it real. I want. Hey, Lag,
no.
I want $5 of that, homeboy. That's what it was. Lag just dropped 20 on the PayPal.
I can only part with three. I can only part with three. No.
I want my 5. Hang up on this guy, Chris. Hang up on this guy.
Brandon Magallanes.
What's up, fool? Talk to us, man.
He's gonna make us all proud right now. He's gonna spit some shit. He's gonna show you what he got, and he's gonna make everybody smile and do his thing.
Yeah,
right now.
but you're not gonna hear it, fool, because you are not part of the members of the American Cholo, homeboy. Members only, player.
It's okay though. But listen, Lag is a part of my life, so
that's right.
I get him on the regular. I get him on the part of the regular.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to hear these guys. I'm excited to hear what they got, homeboy.
No, it's just everybody stay solid.
That's right.
You know where it's at. Hey, Gil.
Yes, sir.
But listen, is it like, you gonna do one-on-ones, partners, shit like that at the handball tournament?
Right now, it's doubles only. I gotta go and I gotta do the breakdown of how many people are gonna come in, because it is a time frame, right? So for right now, it's doubles. I got a guy who just hit me up who does nothing but handball tournaments. So I'm gonna hit him up on IG. We're gonna collab it, and then we're gonna see how many doubles we got. But maybe we can put one singles only on the on one court where it's singles only, and we'll probably do like a $20 buy-in per person, and there'll be a prize, trophies, the whole shebang, and we got some stuff in the works where people are gonna go film and do a little docu-series on this whole thing, which would be a beautiful thing. So it should be a great time, homie. May 13th.
Well, I'm sure. Like, look.
Shoot.
So, like, put it out there I'll put it out there like that. Then, if individuals go right that are going to participate and they don't got a partner, I'm pretty sure there's going to be another single dude out there that you could team up with.
Single dudes only, homies.
No, everybody gets out there. Everybody gets out there. All right. No, everybody gets out there, right? Everybody links up and everybody does that righteous shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Listen, calling out everybody, homie. We're calling everybody out. We're calling out San Diego, Orange County, LA County, Visalia, everybody who's with it, who's coming on a positive note. This is a family event. We'll be at Venice Beach. We're going to play some handball for the raza. Just go out there, network with people, have influence out there, and just have an overall good time, homie.
Frank, I'll be your partner. Hey, Lag, can you play handball?
Yeah, Lag said he's going to play, homeboy. Leg said he's got you, Cardano.
Oh, you be my partner, Lag.
He said slide him another 20 on PayPal, homeboy. You got
you. It's Venmo, that's it.
You vatos, homeboy.
Well, there's some inside work right here.
Hey, Frank, appreciate the call, homeboy. Have a great night.
Yeah, you guys have a good one.
You too. Shout out to Frank, commitment soldier, homeboy.
There it is.
So, yeah, they're calling in, homeboy. Yep. They're calling in, homeboy. So, I want to hear this guy rap.
Me too, man.
How about you? I'm not. When the phone calls stop coming in, then we'll do it, homeboy. They're coming in hot.
Man, let's get it.
Oh, shit. Miguel, what's up, Miguel? Talk to us.
Sure, for your guys.
Yeah, shoot.
Okay. Mucho gusto, man.
That's you.
Oh, shit.
You're the guest.
Hey, what's up?
He thought he's a regular.
I didn't hear you say Versa. My bad.
Yeah, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Yeah, it's
Versa.
Mucho gusto, man. To meet you, man. I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So it's cool, you know, having shown a lot of respect, you know, coming into our, you know, to our area, you know, to the 818. I was wondering if who would you choose to do a collab or a feature with that is like somewhere around your area, like Southside Kings or like LP, Dickistown, Wicked Asureños, maybe the people from Pixley, from 16 Letter Boys, OGS, BTL.
Okay.
He's waiting.
Okay.
We're waiting on you, fool.
All right.
We're waiting on you, fool.
He kept naming them, so I didn't know.
Don't get stuck now, Carnal. Don't get stuck now.
No, I didn't know. I thought he was gonna keep going. Where are you from?
I'm from the neighborhood of Sun Valley.
Oh, okay.
He's local.
All right.
My neighbor. I'm Gil's neighbor, pretty much.
He is. He definitely is.
Oh, okay. All right. So for me, one of my goals is to hopefully break down those types of barriers, right? To where, you know, you got raza from different areas working with raza from down here and shit like that.
Absolutely.
The way I see it is like a tree, right? You ain't gonna knock that motherfucker down in one shot. You got to chip at that. And the way I see that happening first is collabing with the homies down here. You know what I'm saying? And then if the opportunities come up, then at that point, then we can go that route.
That's right. You still there, homie?
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was just one question, man. So, all right.
I appreciate the call, homeboy. Shout out to Sun Valley, homeboy. All right, see, back in the days, me and Sun Valley, we didn't get along for shit. Homeboy.
Yeah.
Still some of the homies, but that's their pedo, right? But nah, it's all love. I mean, once you,
yeah,
and that's what we're trying to evolve.
Because look, okay, and I think I've heard you speak about that before here on your show, yes. Right? It's like certain groups don't get along with each other down here, right? And I'm not a gang member at the end of the day, right? But I know the North doesn't get along with the South up there, right? When it comes to the homies down here, they see them with a different level of respect out here. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same. I don't know exactly what, you know, Florencia and a certain other group that don't get along. It don't matter what you tell the boy from Florencia, he's gonna say, "Nah, fuck that fool."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's a matter of just, like I said, just trying to chip away slowly.
I tell people all the time, and I get a lot of pushback from homies from upstate homies that's saying, shout out to all the homies from upstate. Shout out to all the norteños. To me, it's the same thing. And they say, you don't know what it is. And I tell them this. Ain't no norteño ever killed my homie.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that I don't feel your pain. That means the person that killed me is another Southsider.
Mm-hmm. That's
who's been killing me. That's who we've been killing. That's who we've been going to prison. That's what they've been going to prison. In other words, North, South, 18th Street, Florencia, MS Clanton, those are just names of gangs.
Yeah.
And all that is just gang on gang violence.
Yeah.
Homie. And until we figure this out, that at the end, you're going to get busted with the guy that you're trying to kill, and that's the guy you're going to get along with the best because that's who you can relate to much more. And it's a gang thing. And we have to evolve and figure out there ain't no money in that. There ain't no retirement in that. There ain't no future in that. And I say that in a way that I'm trying to school the guys. In other words, this is who I believe I am. I believe 1,000 years ago, I'm the elder who has seen this guy eat this berry, he died. This guy ate this food, he died. So I'm sitting here trying to tell you, don't eat that berry.
Yeah.
Don't eat that food. I'm trying to tell you as an elder from my experience of seeing people die, seeing people lose their lives, don't do that. That's not the way you're going to do it. You're going to regret it. And the young guys who think I'm fucking this old geezer, fuck you, I'm going to eat the berry.
Yeah.
All right, homie.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're getting shot in the head, getting your shit blown off. Next thing you know, you're going to go do life and be like, what the fuck am I doing in here? So all we're trying to do is school them to say, nah, homie, there's a big hustle out there. You want to live like a dope dealer? Grind, homie. You can live like a dope dealer, but in a positive way. That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah.
We'll get one more phone call, then we'll do our thing. El troquero más chingón. What's up, troquero?
Hey, what's up, Gil? I just wanted to give a shout out to VRSA.
That's right.
I'm here. I'm a Tulare County baby. Born and raised, and you know what, bro? Growing up, the only rappers we had to look up to, bro, were like the cholos. You know, I'm pretty sure VRSA knows what's up.
Yeah.
So it's good to see something positive, and give these little kids coming up like hope, bro. That you don't gotta be a gang member or a gangbanger to rap, bro. So I think it's positive for Tulare County and Visalia and the surrounding area, bro, to have somebody like that and doing it big on the American Cholo.
That's right.
Let's do it.
Thank you, brother. I've been trying to pave the way, man, and shout out to Visalia, shout out to the 559, and in general, man, like we ain't known out there too much, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to put us on, and yeah, man, I appreciate you rocking with me, man.
That's right. Hey, troquero, appreciate the call, humble. Hey, are you driving right now, carnal?
Nah, bro. I was coming from Fresno.
I wanted to hear the horn,
right now.
I wanted to hear the horn, carnal.
You want to hear it? I got you, compa.
That's what I'm talking about, homeboy. I appreciate the love, my man.
Hey, much love from Visalia. Shout out to my boy IGK Chrome and JLB, bro.
That's right.
Shout out IGK.
I appreciate it. All right, phone calls are done. We are going to start wrapping this thing up, Chris, because I want to hear some freestyle. I mean, I want to see this vato turn into that guy right now.
The alter ego is gonna come.
I want the alter ego to kick in. All right, members, go to the community page. There is a link right there. Smoke them if you got them. We're gonna get this bitch in right now. We're gonna get a freestyle from homie VRSA. We're gonna freestyle from Lag over there. Tell them where they can find you. Tell them where to fucking see you, homie. Right here, carnal.
Talk your shit.
Oh, okay,
bro.
okay.
I don't know.
Hey, find me at on Instagram at vrsa.official. That's VRSA without the E though. VRSA.official. You can find me on YouTube, VRSA. Look up VRSA. I'm from the West. That's the easiest one. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. So yeah, take a listen, give it the time of day, and I think you'll be surprised.
That's right, homeboy. With that being said, members, we'll see you on the other side of town. I'm gonna let Notorious take us out.
Okay, let's get it. To all the American cholos and cholas watching, I just want to say I appreciate it. I appreciate all the phone calls. Once again, I always remember it. If nobody loves you, Notorious One loves you. It's your favorite photographer. We're reporting live from here in North Hollywood. We going global, baby.
That's right.
Have a good one. Much love and respect, and we out.
That's right. Let's get out of here. Oh, hell yeah. That's what this bitch is, boy.